The family civilization project is a theory, method, and an action system. When people hear the phrase family civilization project, they may think it is just an idea and theory or another set of parenting principles. But the family civilization project is not only a theory. It is a theory, it is a method, and more importantly, it is an action system. Why? Because many families do not suffer simply because they have never heard the right ideas. Many parents already know that children should be respected. They know children should not be beaten, humiliated, or treated as emotional containers. They know that love should not become control. But knowing this is not the same as doing. A parent may know that a child deserves respect, but still yells when the anger takes over. A person may know that control is not love, but still controls the family when anxiety rises. A couple may know communication matters, but when conflict begins, they still attack, withdraw, blame, or fall into silence. This is a real problem the family civilization project is trying to solve. First, it is a theory. It tells us that the family is not a field of power. A child is not a parental tool. A spouse is not another person's possession. Every person in a family must first be treated as a human being. More deeply, the civilized nature of the human being is the end, not the adult's desire for control, not the parent's emotional outburst, not authority, place, anxiety, or domination. What must be respected is human dignity, boundaries, subjectivity, happiness, clarity, meaning, and the possibility of becoming a civilized human being. But theory is not enough. That is why the family civilization project must also become a method. When a parent is about to yell, how can they pause? When a child says, I don't want to study anymore, how can we hear the real emotion behind the words? When parents begin to attack each other, how can they move from what is right to how can we stop hurting each other? When old wounds from the original family are triggered, how can an adult avoid passing that pain to the next generation? These questions cannot be solved by simply saying communication better. They require methods. They require steps. They require practice. For example, when conflict begins, first pause the harm. After emotions calm down, name what happened. When harm has occurred, acknowledge the fact. Recognize the other person's feelings. Take responsibility, apologize, and offer a concrete change. That is method. But even method is not enough. A family does not change because of one emotional moment, one article, or one video. Real change must become an action system. What is an action system. It means turning family civilization into things we can practice every day. One less humiliation, one less outburst, one pause before harm, one real act of listening, one sincere apology, one family conversation, one review after conflict, one boundary made clear, one moment of truly treating the child as a person. When these small actions are repeated, the structure of a family begins to change. The Family Civilization Project is not asking parents to become perfect. It is not asking families to have no conflict. It is asking something deeper and more realistic. When conflict happens, can we stop using the harm to solve the problems? When conflict happens, can we stop using harm to solve problems? Can people who love each other stop consuming each other through control, humiliation, science, and emotional violence? So, the Family Civilization Project is not a slogan. It is a path. It begins with theory, seeing why family harm happens. It moves into method, learning how to stop harm and repair relationships. And finally, it becomes an action system, bringing civilization into everyday family life. And the civilization of a family is never a small matter, because the way children grow up is the way the world continues. To turn family civilization from an idea into action, and to help people who love each other stopping hurting each other. This is the real mission of the Family Civilization Project.